So, gentlemen, Hougang, very interesting place. Is it slam dunk for the Workers' Party?
I think quite certainly, right? I think
very close to it.
Yeah.
I don't think Hougang is anywhere like Potong Pasir at this point in time. It is still one of WP's, is the original WP's crown jewel.
Yeah.
And I think there's a tremendous amount of staunch loyalty, perhaps personality based, very much Mr. Lau Tia Kiang, the long-time MP from 91 to 2011. And while I think that the effect may have weakened a bit, since Mr. Lau has moved on to Aljunied, but I think the voters there are a special breed, and I think
what is this special breed? I mean, people talk about Hougang special breed. I'll tell you, my executive assistant, she's a Hougang person. Typical, I think. She's Teochew. She's got a lot of pride. She finds it very hard to say sorry, and when you push her, she bites back, right? So, if she is a typical Hougang resident, and she's Teochew, I think there's something to be said about any tactic to sort of, that smells of veiled threat or otherwise, would be quite disastrous, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think it will be definitely is not a strategy that the opponent should take. That's my view, and also that special quality or special breed is, I think, in a way created by Lau Tia Kiang.
Yeah.
Since he came in there, and I think there is this.
So you don't think it was there before?
I doubt it.
Not as strong?
I doubt it. I think they have seen the struggles of Lau Tia Kiang. I think they have seen what he has done. He was at one time called the funeral MP. Every funeral he was there.
Yes.
The connection was there, and now the connection goes on. And also that if you look back at the results, the GE was 64.8%. And then the by-election was 62.09.
That's 24%.
Yeah, so has gone up, right?
Yeah.
The second factor, I think, is they put Desmond Chew there. Now they moved him out because they think that they need to make him electable.
Yeah.
So they have put in somebody else, a new candidate. So what is that signal they are sending out?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think voters in Hougang wear the WP, badge as a badge of honor, right? So I think so long as they feel that WP is still keeping faith, or to be more specific, Mr. Lau is still keeping faith, and reports are that he still visits the.
He visits quite often.
He calls it the his home, right?
Home,
And so I think that loyalty, will still be there, and I think when if voters there feel that WP is under siege, I think they'll probably buckle down even more, and so we shouldn't be surprised if despite the concerns over AHBTC, WP through Mr. Peng Ing Huat, were to maintain their vote share as he did in 2012.
PM said in this campaign, he said, we will help him, as in his candidate, convince voters that their current MP is not doing as much as he should. And the candidate there, the PAP candidate, Lee Hong Chuang, said, and I quote him, "It's important that our voices are heard by the policymakers. I hope to have a direct avenue to provide feedback from the residents to the government." I mean, this does sound like indirectly stated pork barrel politics, right? Now, is this likely to backfire?
I think if you go back and look at Potong Pasir many years ago, it was much more direct.
Yeah.
So I think the PAP has learned its lesson. So now they are trying a bit of an indirect approach. And I don't think the indirect approach has really caught on, with the public. So it's a bit more indirect.
More muted.
More muted. And I doubt it will work.
Yeah.
And if they push it a bit harder, it will be very, very difficult.
Yeah, they can't push any harder, right? Because voters will feel that sense of injustice, and once they, the sense of injustice gets gets heightened, we can be sure that they will vote even doubly hard for the WP.
Yeah. So very quickly, how much of an impact do you think HPTC would have? Some people argue that it may have a slight impact, negative. Hougang. Some people say no effect. A significant number of people I've spoken to in that area have told me it's made them dig in their heels. So what's your sense?
I would say from the town council issue, it's really whether the public, the residents there have felt the pain. That means whether the estates are not clean. Have they really felt it? The sense I have, I don't think they have felt it.
Maybe they have. Maybe they wear it as a badge of honor.
I doubt it. I don't think they have. The estates are unclean. I don't think they have felt that.
I think that's a sense I get, and I think WP has been rather shrewd in ensuring that this minimum level of estate maintenance is kept up. Notwithstanding the sort of financial issues that the town council is facing. So I think for the PAP, I think their main goal would be to try to chip away at WP's margin.
So do you think the HPETC saga would have had a positive or negative effect on the Workers' Party in Hougang?
I say probably neutral.
Neutral.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think it's going to be neutral.
Okay. So it won't be an advantage to the Workers'
I
Party?
don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, so let's wrap this. Quick question: Do you think if the Workers' Party wins, it'll be by a wider margin than the by-election?
Your question's becoming very, very
What's your
too
sense?
sharper. Man.
What's your sense?
My sense is I think they will.
If they win, will it be a wider margin?
I think it will be kind of status quo.
Eugene?
Yeah, I think they might increase slightly. Say
You mean the Workers' Party?
Workers' Party, yes, +1, +2. Because I think they would probably be, they would feel most acutely, the siege that they think Mr. Lau is under, and I think that's where that Guanxi, that bond that have been forged over the last 24 years 20 odd years that Mr. Lau was MP, and I think that reservoir of goodwill will probably benefit Mr. Peng Eng Huat.
Right. Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.